Good morning, my people. What's up, world? It is Tuesday, January 21st, and I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ because with Him all things is possible. This No Duck Zone episode is sponsored by, of course, your boy, me. Want to say top of the morning to everybody. Uh, Want to say safe travels to everybody out there moving in the streets and remembering with Him all things is possible. Top of the morning, everybody. Yes. We had 3 lovely days off. I hope everybody, for the people who had those 3 days off, I hope they enjoyed it. Salute to everybody, back to school, back to work. Salute to everybody. I want to say big shout out to all my amateurs this past Saturday in Long Island that went and did their thing. Congratulations to the winners and the losers. Um, Sorry I couldn't be there, y'all. You know what I mean? But I will be there for the next one. So my apologies on that. Shouts to all y'all, everybody out there moving, all the coaches, um, media, everybody that was out there doing their thing, man. Shout outs to y'all. Um, Today, ladies and gentlemen, everybody, we're gonna be doing something. I don't want to say different, but it's gonna be much different today. Okay. Because I always try to do things different. As much as I can. Today, we're gonna be not just talking about your average actor. Um, Talking about one of the greatest of all time, one of my favorite. I know he's one of y'all favorites. Some of y'all girlfriend's favorite, your wife's favorite, everybody's favorite. Um, Denzel Washington, and not just talking about him, but what's your favorite Denzel Washington movie is what we're gonna be getting into. So that's what we're gonna do today. So we're gonna uh we're gonna get into that. All right. So let's go. So for my newcomers, my regulars, everyone, welcome to the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go. All right, let's see. Yo, D Free, BC, Cash Sports, what's up? Appreciate you, fam. Tay Tay, my Long Island sister, what up? Dedicated. Yeah, exactly, BC. That's the shit that I be on. That's why I be like, shout out to the winners and the losers. Got some of these suck ass people in the media, they'll just be focusing on the winners and don't focus on the losers, suckers. It's all good though. Um, Let me send some of these. Let me send a link out in case some D free might want to get on. So, um, there's a lot of actors that we could talk about, and I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to do this on the regular, because it makes things. Hold on, y'all, because my damn tablet's about to act up. Um, I think this will be done on the regular, just to do something different, because, like I said, I don't have to repeat myself, but talking about the same shit every day is just it's not flying with me right now. So I was sitting in my bed this morning, and I didn't make this link last night. I actually made this link this morning. That's what's so crazy. While my brother Crush was on, and I was sitting here thinking, because I wasn't gonna go live. The wife is like, "You're not going live today." I'm like, "Nah, I'm not gonna go live this morning, but I'm going to go live today." Because I'm figuring, all right, but even by the time I get up, there's nowhere for me to go early. There's nowhere for me to go early in the morning. And I'm like, you know what? You know what? I was sitting there thinking, and thanks to Crush, him talking about what he was talking about, I sat there and I was like, I just so happened to see a picture of Denzel Washington, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is it. I said, this is it. This is something that we can get into. So let's. I said, why not? It sound good to me. Yo, what's going on, Free? She
What's
said,
up?
yo, it's bleeding outside, kid. I know it is bleeding outside, Tay. I know it's more cold where you at, because you in Long Island. That shit ain't surrounded by nothing but water. I'm around water too, but your ass is around water.
Well, I
Hold
tell you
on,
what,
Jeff Spark. Hold on. Jeff Spark, you walked in just dropping the movies. Hold on. Got to give everybody a second to get warm and come in. I'm on the
it's
way to the
14
doctor's.
degrees out here.
I ain't going nowhere today. Unless I have to be, they can kiss my ass.
It's, yeah, it's cold as a
So,
mug out here. It's 14
I know.
degrees.
If That's why I told people, if you ain't got to be outside, don't just go out there. Don't just go outside because, oh, I'm bored in the house. Y'all be bored in the house. Like, how you gonna be bored in the house when it's 14 fucking degrees outside? We not talking about
That's
it's
because
60 degrees. We talking about it's 14.
they bored in the house because they don't like where they live at.
Yeah, well, if you got somebody in the house you don't like
It's,
living with, then I suggest you make plans to move the hell out. If you don't like the neighborhood you move in, I suggest you make plans to move out. And ain't nothing, and all y'all gonna do is when y'all gonna move from one raggedy ass neighborhood to another raggedy ass neighborhood. So you might as well just get comfortable living in a raggedy ass neighborhood. I'm not canceling because if I do, no, I'm not saying you, Jay. I'm just saying if people don't have to be outside. Don't go. That's for the people. If you don't have to be to court, work, or doctor's appointment, don't do it. Um. So this
don't
is
come
very
out here.
interesting. This is very interesting right here. Free Denzel Washington.
My
We could
famous
sit here.
twin.
We could sit here and this could be this we could sit here and this could be an all day damn thing because that man that came out with so many damn movies. That man was coming out with movies before my ass thought about even arriving here. Um, we're talking about our favorite Denzel movies, but when you think of Denzel, what's the first thing that come to mind
Training day.
besides Training Day? I'm talking about going all the way back.
Going
What
all
was
the
the
way back.
first? What was the first
Mo
movie?
Better
What was the
Blues.
first Denzel? What was the first Denzel movie that you caught?
Mo Better Blues.
God damn, free boy. We was me and Tiff was just watching that. I think. Damn, when was it that we was watching that? Because Netflix don't have that with they sorry asses. Oh, hey, BC, don't you do that.
Trust me.
Don't you do that. Because, hey, that's my movie. Glory?
Yeah, Glory was a good one too.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
the first movie I remember watching from Denzel Washington was Mo Better Blues. That's the first one
and
that I remember. Now I probably watched some other ones too. The first one that I remember watching.
um and that was a all-star in there. That Mo Better Blues, there's not one actor in there you didn't know. Underrated. What's up? Oh Lord, Lord, yeah. Oh my Lord, Lord. They said, "Oh my Lord, Lord." Yeah, that's the song him and Morgan Freeman was. Yeah. Um. Damn, man. It was Ricochet. It was so much shit that he was in, bruh. Um.
He
uh,
played in Mo Better Blues. He played in um,
John
Glory.
Q.
He played
Yeah.
that other military movie.
A Soldier
What was the
Story.
name of that? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Soldier
That's when he
Story.
had. That's when he had the famous line, "You get your fucking hands off me."
Right.
Yeah, that's the one that him and Jamie be. Oh man, yeah, that was probably the first movie I
Gotta
seen
take
him
your
in.
ass off.
Yeah, that was one of the first ones. So you had that. You had What was Ricochet? Was Ricochet with the white dude?
You had the one with my man Ray Allen. Jesus.
Oh yeah, he got game. But I'm trying to go back further. The joint, it was him and Ice T played in the movie with him. I think it was Ricochet, man. Um, but it was so many. Yeah, that first of all, the he got game. Oh, I loved him in that. When he caught homeboy in the throat and then finished him off with the elbow, I said, "Ooh, damn!" Any day, of course, they would give
A
him
lot.
a Oscar award for being a corrupt police officer. Yeah, they would. That's why Jadakiss said, "Why did Denzel have to be crooked before he took it?" Yeah, that shit is crazy though. That's why Jada made that line.
Hey, but if you really think about it, that was probably one of his best roles that he's ever played. If you really think about it.
They gave him a lot of credit for that because a lot of that shit wasn't scripted. A lot of that shit he came up on his own. And I remember Terry Crews said that. He said when it was time to do that part, he said a lot of that shit wasn't scripted.
Uh,
He's like, yo, Denzel came out of nowhere with that. He came with that on his own about the King Kong ain't got shit on me. That wasn't scripted.
yeah, that
Yeah,
was
too.
the script.
Yeah, where the hell you at? Oh, you going to walk Jazzy.
Yeah, come bring your
We got to
bring
get
your
we got to get
assholes up here.
Jazzy. We got to get Jazzy in the Denzel movie.
Jazzy, it was in that Denzel movie. I bite your ass.
Courage Under Fire with Morgan Freeman. I mean, Meg Ryan and the yeah, Cash. That was crazy too. They was really your friends. They would have been trying to fill your head with that bullshit. Ray Allen.
Hey,
Yeah, he
another
got
good
game.
movie that
He
another
got
good
game was
movie that
my shit.
Denzel played in that I thought he should have got an Oscar for was Man on Fire.
Man on Fire. Why can you explain to me why didn't he never get anything for that? And he did a hell of a job in that. I don't get that.
I don't know. I gotta cause see like I don't watch the Oscars like I used to when I was younger. Cause all of the award shows used to be intriguing to me. I used to want to see who's gonna get awards, but as I got older, I didn't even care about the award shows no more.
Yeah, I don't care
So I
about it
don't
too. I
know.
don't
I
care
don't.
about it. I don't care about it too much today. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what I'm
really care
saying.
about it today.
When I was younger, I did care about it, but now that I got older, I don't really care about it too much. So I don't know who he was up against because he could have been up against somebody that played in a hell of a movie as well.
Let's see.
Cause
I
I mean,
think you
yeah,
had when he was you had sometimes you had Brad Pitt you had to go up against. Sometimes you might have had Tommy Lee Jones. You had a couple of people you might have had to go up against.
shit. You might have had to
You
go
had
up against he might have had to go against what's the dude that played in Mission Impossible.
oh yeah, yeah. There's a lot of people you might have. I don't
Tom
care about those
Cruise.
award
Tom
shows
Cruise.
anymore.
Yeah. Tom
Not
Cruise
even a social.
might have had a
Oh
Mission
no, I don't. I
Impossible
don't.
out during
Hey
that time.
Tay, you know what, Tay? I'm gonna have a show about that, Tay. I'm gonna have a show about that. About yeah, that's coming next. What you just mentioned, Tay, that's coming next. I ain't gonna talk about it now, but I'm gonna mention that next. That's coming. And a lot of people ain't gonna like what I gotta say about it, but I don't give a shit. But that's coming next. It's a lot of
Uh,
shit that, yeah, that's coming. Just be on the lookout for that. I don't know when, but it's gonna happen. Man on Fire, he said for himself that young, like, yeah, well, it is what it is. It is what it is.
yeah.
So when we start thinking about all the stuff he was a part of, there was what was the other joint? The Bone Collector. Remember that? The Bone Collector was crazy.
Yeah. I remember Bone Collector.
That was crazy. I was like, oh my
Bone Collector.
god.
What was the one where the spirit uh the guy that he
Oh
killed?
yeah, I remember you talking about when one spirit. Yeah, with Latifah was in that Bone Collector. Yeah, Yeah, remember Cry Freedom? He was in that one too. Yeah, yeah. Shit, I forgot he was in that one.
Remember
The
the
one
other
you
movie
talking
that he
about?
played
The
in?
one, the one you talking about, Free, is that whatever the demon, whatever it was, it would leave one body and
Yeah,
go to
it
another
was
one.
yeah, yeah, it was a serial killer that he had they had executed.
Yeah,
Ah, I can't even think of the
I
name of
forgot the
that joint.
name of it. Damn, I gotta look it up. Now you got me thinking. Sheesh,
But he
nicks.
also
I
played in
remember it though, because I remember watching it. It used to
he
come
played in
on
that
back
movie.
in the day. Back in the days, it used to come on HBO a lot.
Yeah, he played in that movie also as a sheriff with Sanaa Lathan. He was a
Uh,
sheriff on like that, like in Jamaica or somewhere, or Florida. It was some type of island because I remember he had on like a little beach shirt, and they had
Felon,
killed somebody.
Felon. Okay,
Yeah,
thank you, Jeff. The one that
Fallen.
he's,
Yeah, Fallen.
yeah, yeah.
But remember, I forgot the name of that movie where he was on. Oh, Out of Time. Out of Time.
Oh shit, the mighty queen. Yeah, yeah.
That was the joint with Sanaa Lathan. Out of Time, where
Felon came
he
in
had.
'96. Yeah, that was a '96 movie. Damn, boy, Denzel was smoking it. He was smoking people in the '90s. Jesus, he was
And
smoking in the
I
'90s.
forgot. He played in that joint. I forgot about that joint too. But yeah, Out of Time was a movie that I used to love to watch with him and Sanaa Lathan.
Yeah, Josh, what up? Yeah, he was smoking people in the '90s, man. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Denzel played a lot of roles. Yeah, he played a lot of roles, man. Um, Mine for me, I can't never say I got a favorite one. X was the life changer. Yeah, it was. But I ain't gonna hold you. The Equalizer. Let's not even take it there, Tay. Jesus Christ. Let's not take it there. Oh my God.
What's that?
The Equalizer. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, that was my shit. One, two, and
Um,
three.
for me, for me though, when he played Frank Lucas, I was like, oh, this dude is out of control, man. I said, oh, he out of control. When he took his
Oh,
cousin, when he's
remember he played in what's the joint Larry
Black
Fisher.
John, Black John went. Oh, Antoine Fisher. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah,
Antoine Fisher.
yeah,
I said
yeah.
Larry Fisher. I said Larry Fisher. Antoine Fisher.
Don't you call that man Larry Fisher? You call that man Larry Fisher? You heard that? You heard that story that Cameron told? We called him Larry.
Yeah.
So that nigga he said
Was
he tweaked out
Denzel
on.
in right? Was Denzel in that movie? You just said what movie did you just say? Because I was
I
thinking
said
of another
American.
movie before.
I
Oh,
was talking about
was
American
Denzel
Gangster when I just
Washington?
said.
Was Denzel Washington in Hurricane?
I think he
For some reason, I
was.
keep thinking of Denzel
Yeah,
Washington
yeah,
for
yeah,
Hurricane.
he was. Yes, yes, he was. Yes, he was. Yes, he
Okay.
was. Yes, he was. That's when he played the boxer. Yes, he was.
Yeah,
Yes, he was.
Hurricane. Hurricane Carter.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. He sure was. Yep. I haven't watched that in a minute. Thanks for bringing that up. Thanks for bringing that up. Because I have not seen that movie in a minute. It's been a minute since I glanced at that. I forgot about Antoine Fisher.
That was another good boxing movie. Even though it was based on a true story, but it was another
Yes.
good boxing movie.
Yes. It was a damn good movie. Remember, remember the Titans. Oh
Yeah,
man,
remember
now
the
you need to
Titans?
you hey BC boy, you need to knock it off. Jesus. He told him, I'm a winner. I'm going to win. Dude said he wanted water. He said, you don't get no water. Water. He was doing them dirty in there. He was great in Hurricane. Yeah, he was. The movie where
Oh
he
yeah,
was a
that was
pilot.
I was just watching that. I was just watching
The
that where
movie where he got
he poured all the
he,
alcohol in his
he
orange
got
juice, drunk the
he
bottle, and
got
went to sleep.
He got fucked up.
I just watched that the other day.
Yo, remember when he was in the
Literally
hotel?
just
Remember when he was in the
literally just
hotel? They
watched
had
that
to when he
last
was in the
night.
hotel. They had to give him some coke, get his ass back going. They had to bring dude in
Yeah.
the.
What was the name of that movie? I just watched it last night. Damn, what was the
You
name of
just
that
watched it
movie?
last night.
Yeah, because I was just thinking about it. I was like that when they said it, I was like, oh shit, I just watched it last night because I
Training
remember
day
him
still.
pouring the orange juice. I mean, he poured the liquor in the orange juice. He drunk it, then he put the paper on his eyes with the sunglasses and went to
Yeah,
sleep.
I said, damn. I said Denzel. They got my man Denzel smacked in this
Damn,
movie. He
I
got
can't
that
even think
coke.
of the name of the
Look,
movie.
he got that coke. That coke got his ass up. That man walked out that room like a
Man, I can't
yo.
even
It
think
was
of the name of
crazy.
the movie. I just watched it.
You probably have to look it up and it'll come back up. Sometimes we don't want to use Google because we want to just get it out on our own. But sometimes we'll hurt our brains
Yeah.
trying to get it out. Yeah, man. But when we speak about our favorite movies, let's not just speak about our favorite movies. Let's speak about what we actually liked about the movie. So I
Oh,
wanted.
I know what other movie we forgot too that he played in that was good. Fences.
Oh yeah, I watched that all the time. That just came on recently. I watch that all the time. But besides just speaking about our favorite Denzel movie, let's speak about what we liked about the movie.
Yeah, it's
Free,
called
since you
Flight.
brought it up,
That's what it was called, Flight.
since you brought it
Oh,
up, Free, let's let's
Book
t-
of Eli.
let's take it let's take it back. Let's take it back to Mo Better Blues. What was it about Mo Better Blues that you liked?
Uh, what I like about Mo Better Blues at that time because my godfather was a drummer for our church. At that time, when I first saw More Better Blues, I probably was around 14, 15 years old, somewhere around there, maybe younger, maybe older. But I was young. I was a young kid, and I was into jazz. And when I saw
Okay.
him in Mo Better Blues, it was basically about jazz. And then I watched the movie, and the fact that they beat him up and he couldn't play the sax anymore, or was it the trumpet? I think it was the trumpet. He couldn't play the trumpet anymore.
Yeah,
He had to basically work his way back from nothing to get to where he was to get back to where he was originally at.
yeah. And he was living a crazy life, man. He was a ladies' man, but it was just like my part for me was in the movie when both of them walked in with the same dress. I was like, oh shit, how the hell is this
But
gonna
see,
go? You know,
and the bad
you
thing,
try that
and that
you
that
try that
also
now
showed
to
me
get
how you can't always take on your friend's battle because he got beat up because of what happened to Spike, what Spike Lee did.
because Spike
Spike
was
Lee
he
got in
old.
debt.
Yeah. Well, I learned that a long time ago that my career ended saving your ass.
Right.
And guess what? When I was hurting in the hospital, going through what I was going through, y'all still was in business. Everybody teamed up with each other. That shit was crazy. And even though I got the opportunity, I still was never the same. And then you gonna yell at me at the end and talk about
Take
I'll
your
play
ass out
again.
that damn
How the
way.
hell am I gonna play again? I'm never the same. I
Man.
can't play again. Wesley
Yeah.
Snipes snaked him in that movie. Yeah, Wesley kept going to his girl, telling him
And
stuff. The light skinned girl, I was like, yo, Wesley, somebody I'd have had to. He either would have whooped my
no,
ass or I'd have whooped his. Like, man, you ain't,
no,
yo,
I
dude,
just
what you
no,
doing?
I just looked up Denzel Washington movies, dog. He played in a rack of movies I forgot he was in. He was in The Great Debaters. That nigga was in The Magnificent Seven. He was in Two Guns. He played in a rack of movies.
He was in the West. He was in the Western movie too.
That's the
Um,
Magnificent Seven.
Magnificent Seven. That movie was bananas. Bananas. Shitload of movies he
The
was in.
Inside Man. The Insider
The
Man.
Inside Man is one of my favorites too. Inside
Oh, the
Man.
Inside.
Then it's another one where he was working for the city. The movie Pelham.
Yeah,
That shit was.
Palin. 1, 2, 3.
Oh man, that joint was crazy too. I was like, he had to kill dude at the end. Man, it was crazy, man.
That was with John Travolta.
Yeah, yeah, he had to smoke him.
Yeah.
How y'all forget Philadelphia? What you mean, Philadelphia?
Deja
What?
Vu.
He said, "How y'all forget Philadelphia? Philadelphia, what? BC? I don't remember
Philadelphia.
Denzel being in a movie called Philadelphia.
Let me look. I don't see no movie
Was
called
he in a movie
Philadelphia.
called Philadelphia? Am
Oh
I
no, he
missing
was.
something?
He was. Yeah, he was. He was in a movie with called Philadelphia with Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks caused HIV, and Denzel Washington was his lawyer. That movie was
Holy
about
shit! I gotta go back to
HIV.
look at. I
Tom
gotta go
Hanks
back to
caught
look at that.
HIV. Yeah, Tom
Okay.
Hanks caught HIV, and his job fired him. Denzel Washington was lawyer, and they was going back and forth to court. And by the time Denzel Washington won the case for Tom Hanks had died the day before he won the case.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Or he died the day that they won the case. I'm not sure if it was the day before or the day that they won the case.
How do you
I
fire
think he died
somebody?
the day that they
Wait a minute,
won.
but how do you fire somebody because they got AIDS? That's crazy, bro.
No, because that's at that time that's when AIDS first came out.
Oh,
When it
oh,
hit
I mean, yeah, yeah,
mainstream,
yeah, yeah,
people
yeah,
didn't know
yeah,
about it. People, yeah,
yeah.
people didn't know about HIV at that time, and it just
So,
hit
yeah,
mainstream.
it's
So
like you're a risk. Yeah,
they thought it was contagious.
it was the '80s. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's something different. Yeah,
I forgot all about Philadelphia
yeah.
until I
So,
looked at it. I was like, oh
listen,
yeah, that's right, with Tom Hanks. I forgot. I knew that
I'm
Tom
not
Hanks
used to
was in it.
people mentioning it.
Yeah, I knew Tom Hanks was in it. I forgot that Denzel was his lawyer.
Yeah, Philadelphia was real good. Forgot about it. Yeah, I have to look that up and go watch it again. I might have
Oh
saw
yeah,
it.
that
I
joint
might have
good.
saw
That
it.
joint good.
I might have saw it, but not paid attention to the name. Because a lot of
No,
times
that
we don't pay attention
no,
to the name. I gotta
nine
go look at
nine
it.
times out of 10. No, you would have known. You would have known if you watched it. What I that's the base of the whole movie. Tom Hanks was a homosexual who had a boyfriend. He worked for this. I think he worked for a law firm or he worked for a big time corporation.
Okay.
He had got sick. Went to the doctors. The doctors told him that he was HIV positive. Somehow his company found out because he was still working for a while, and then he started breaking out with these sores on his face, and somehow his company found out that he was HIV positive, and they fired him. And when they fired him, he hired Denzel Washington to be his lawyer. It took Denzel Washington a while before he took the case because he didn't know if he had a case. He finally took the case, and then they was going back and forth to court. It went on for like about a good year or two. They was going back and forth to court for like a good year or two, and then the whole time, Tom Hanks was living in the hospital because he had got sick and he couldn't stay in his apartment anymore. He was living in the hospital, and then by the time, like I said, by the time he actually Denzel actually won the case, Tom Hanks either died that same day or he died the next day. And so all that money that he was awarded, I think it was like $3 or $4 million. All that money ended up going to Tom Hanks' partner, his boyfriend or whoever he was.
Wow.
Now, I was gonna say
And
you didn't see it because you would have known. You would have known that you watched it.
yeah, I don't think familiar with that one, but that just shows you how many movies this man has played, how many roles he has played. And there's a few other movies that I think we might have skipped out on. Um, But it's so many, man. It's just so many that when you sit and think about it, I just love him because it's like he can play any role he wants to play, and he does a hell of a job. Hell of a
Yeah,
job.
that
Training Day,
man played. I think
training
I
training
can
day is
honestly
always.
say, I can honestly say, Denzel Washington might have played every role there is to play except for a little kid.
Which I
He
wouldn't
might
want to
have
see
played
that.
every single role
Yeah,
that existed
yeah. Denzel been
because
around
he said
since
he
we were.
played. I remember he said he played a role where he was gay. I forgot what movie it was, but he said he had to kiss a dude.
Yeah,
It
I
was a
ain't.
role that
And
he was
people
playing that he was gay. I forgot what
and
role it
people
was.
make and people want to make a big deal out of it. I'm like, it don't fucking matter. If he did, we didn't see it. It don't even matter. People want to
Bro,
go take that. People want to go take
what's the
that and
most
discredit him. I'm
what's the
like,
most famous movie from Denzel Washington? What's the most famous movie from Denzel Washington?
that's kind of hard to say what's the most famous because if you think about that, people say Training
What's the
Day.
most famous
That's,
movie to you? To you?
that's a hard one. No, that's not a hard one. I'll say I always go with Training Day, even though it's a lot more. That's the one that a lot of people go with, and that's the one that I always look forward to.
I'm gonna
I
go.
always look forward to looking at
I'm
that. Oh, Gladiator! Damn, I forgot about Gladiator.
Yeah, that just came out. I'm gonna go a little bit before Training Day, and I'm gonna say Malcolm X.
Malcolm X was Jesus Christ, man. Malcolm X was, and I think around the time he did, I think around the time he did that, I don't know if the following year or the year before, he did Mo Better Blues. I think around both of those weren't too far from each other because Spike was in that with him too. Um,
Yeah, that was both of them was Spike Lee joints.
but that damn Malcolm X though, now that's something different. All right, you know what? I'm gonna be real with you. I could say Training Day, but I don't want to be like, oh, you know that, so because you don't know about the other movies. For me, even though it wasn't his movie, but being in the movie always makes me go back and watch it because he ended up being the star of the movie because he did something that made him the star of the movie. But when I go back and I watch a Soldier Story,
Yeah,
and he's the one that he killed Waters. He killed
get
Sergeant
your
Waters, man.
fucking
And then
hands
you
off
remember,
me.
yeah, yeah. And then with him and Sergeant, listen, I ain't gonna hold you. He was whooping Sergeant Waters' ass until Sergeant Waters threw that dirt in his face. But they told him before he went in the back, don't fight him, Pete. He'll fight you dirty. And that's exactly what he did. Yeah, Soldier Story.
Obviously,
If nobody has never went to see the Soldier Story, that's another movie where um a lot of the actors in there,
get your
um
fucking hands off me.
yeah. A lot of the actors in there you're familiar with. Yo, that's my yo. When he does that part, you know what make me laugh? What makes me laugh is that when him and Jamie did
When
it,
Jamie
him and
doing
Jamie
it,
Foxx
Jamie be
did.
doing his lip. Get your
And
fucking
look,
hands off me.
Denzel couldn't do shit but laugh. 'Cause it was, he said, "Oh, with the old light skin, yeah, the old light skin sergeant, yeah. Old Sergeant Waters." I go back and watch a Soldier Story because if you remember back in the days, Channel 11, which they called the
Hey,
WB,
still
used to play that
can you
all the
still
time.
hear me? Can
Yeah, I
you
can
still
still
hear
hear
me?
you. Yeah.
All right, I'm about to read off Denzel Washington movies, starting from the newest one to the oldest one.
Okay.
Gladiator 2, Gladiator 2, Equalizer 3, Tragedy of Macbeth, The Little Things, Equalizer 2, Roman Israel, Esquire, Fences, Chasing Chasing Train, Magnificent Seven, the original Equalizer, Two Guns, Flight, Safe House, Unstoppable, Book of Eli, uh, Paloma, One, two, three. Great Debaters. American Gangster. Deja Vu. Inside Man. The Hurricane Candidate. Oh no, I'm sorry. I said the Hurricane Candidate. The Man Who Candidate.
So,
Man on Fire. Out of Time. Antoine Fisher. John Q. Training Day. Remember the Titans. The Hurricane. Bone Collector. The Siege. He Got Game. Fallen. The Preacher's Wife. What's this? Devil Blue. I mean, Devil in a Blue Dress. Oh, that's a
I
devil.
forgot
The
about
Devil
the
in a Blue
devil.
Dress.
I forgot about that.
Virtuality. Crimson Tide. Pelican Brief. Philadelphia. Malcolm X. Ricochet. I forgot he was in Ricochet.
Yeah, that's what I
Uh,
mentioned. I mentioned that.
Mo Better Blues. Heart Condition. Glory. Mighty Quinn. Queen's Country. Cry Freedom. Power. I don't know what that one is. Never heard of that one before. George McKinney's story. License to Kill. Forgot he was in that. Carbon Copy. A Soldier Story. Flesh Blood. And Wilma. These are some of these movies I didn't even know he was in.
Yeah.
And Much About Nothing as well. I forgot about that one. Much About Nothing. No, it's a quite a few movies I didn't know he was in it. There's quite a few movies I forgot. Yeah, John Q. And that's what it was about Training Day. They thought that he should have got the Oscar for John Q, and they gave it to him for Training Day. That's what the whole fuss was about. They thought he should have got the Oscar for John Q.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. No, it is. It is what it is, though, man. But yeah, it's a busload of movies, man. But like I said, yeah, when you talk about going back in the day, Glory, Glory, with him and Morgan
Yeah,
Freeman. Um,
yeah. Morgan was like 79 years old in that movie.
so here he go. Here he go. Here the fuck we go with this
That
already.
might have been the only movie. That might have been the only movie Morgan Freeman played his
Here
age.
y'all go. Here he go with this, y'all. Already. Already. We finna start this shit. Russell Crowe was on some next. Yeah. He was. And it's great because Black History Month is coming up. So I think this is gonna be something new that I'm gonna do. Get to all our black actors and actresses, our ladies too.
Hold up, it's a movies in here. I forgot he was in that I named off. I forgot like I said, I forgot he was in The Preacher's Wife, and I forgot he was in Ricochet. Ricochet was where he played. He played quite a few roles of him being a cop and him being a lawyer. Because Pelican Brief, he was a lawyer. Um, Philadelphia, he was a lawyer. I think Heart Condition, he was a lawyer as well. It was another one that he was a lawyer in. And then you got daggone he got a bunch of joints where he played a cop because The Siege, I think he was a cop in that. I know Out of Time he was a cop. Ricochet, he was a cop. Training Day, he
Yeah,
was a cop. Mighty Quinn, he was a cop.
yeah. It's
License to Kill. I I'm not sure if he was a lawyer or a cop in that one.
I can't
I think he was a
remember.
lawyer in that one.
That would be a hard
Inside
one.
Man, he was a cop.
Yeah, that would be a hard one for me to pick, man. But yeah, it's when you think about it, it's just a shitload of
And all
movies,
of the
man.
Equalizer, he was a former CIA.
Equalizer was, yeah. Equalizer was different.
Yeah, he was a former CIA Equalizer.
Equalizer was definitely something different.
Yeah, but yeah, Denzel played a lot of good roles, a lot of big how should I say high dollar movies. Like they hit the
Yeah.
box office and them niggas they made a rack of money off box office.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a fact. And there's never been a movie that I think he's been in where I'm just like, yo, this shit is whack. I'm turning it off. You know what I'm saying? For me,
And I'm trying to figure out how he how was there going Will Smith a higher paid actor than Denzel? I was like, oh, Denzel definitely should have been a higher paid actor.
yeah, I don't
Hell,
know how. I don't know neither. That's
because I remember at
crazy.
one time the two highest paid actors was Will Smith and Tom Hanks, and I think Jim Curry was right up there as well. But I'm like, how the fuck is Will Smith getting paid more than Denzel? I mean, I
Uh,
understand he did Bad Boy and all, but they
but
still
Bad
should have been
Boys
paid.
don't compare. I mean, Bad Boys was a great movie. Don't get it twisted. But it don't compare. That one movie don't compare to all the shit that he Denzel came out with. No
Yeah,
disrespect to Bad Boy. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And Bad
I
Boy
never
wouldn't
understood that.
and Bad Boy wouldn't have been what it was if it wasn't for I forgot how Will told the story. Somebody told him, "Why don't you do it with Martin?" If he didn't do it with Martin, it wouldn't have worked out. And
That's the reason why.
it was a perfect combination.
That's the reason why it took so long for Bad Boys 2 to come out because Will Smith wanted, I think it was 32. Will Smith wanted his $32 million that he's supposed to get for every movie he does, and Martin was the star of Bad Boys, and Martin was like, "I'm not gonna get paid less than him."
Which that shouldn't even been no argument because it's like, yo, we peoples. Let's get this shit together. Let's do it. You know
Yeah,
how it
we,
is.
yeah, we peoples, but nigga, I'm the star. I better get paid like a star. So they had to wait until the price of Will Smith came down, and basically when Will Smith wasn't a high commodity anymore, and so that's why it took so long for Bad Boy 2 to come out.
Yeah, I don't want to see no more of them shits anyway. So now I don't be as thrilled as I used to be.
Oh, Bad Boys for Life and Bad Boys Ride or Die. Oh, them joints was off the chain.
Yeah. Hold on. Wait a minute. What's going on here?
Them joints was
I
off
told you I'm
the.
live already. The person can come in if they want to. All right. Well, yeah. I guess they'll come in when they're ready.
I don't know if you saw Bad Boys for Life and Bad Boys Ride or Die.
No, no. I didn't. See what's your. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Oh shit. Cause I didn't want to go too fast. I didn't want to do all these Denzel movies, and then we don't have no Denzel movies left to talk about. So I'm just trying to think.
Which one you want to talk about?
No, I'm
We
just
can.
trying to think. Is there anyone that I missed? Um, no, you just read them off. So, um, no, I think that's shit. I think
No,
that's it for
I
this
mean
person.
I read them off to remind you of what movies he was in, but
Yeah, I'm just
we
trying
can
to
break
think.
down a movie if you want.
Malcolm X. That's something I love to break down because that was one of my shits too.
Who?
Malcolm X.
Malcolm X. Oh yeah, let's talk about it.
That shit was, man. Let me tell you. he made that movie, and I'm not gonna say he made it seem so real because it's what happened, but you got like a glimpse of what Malcolm actually went through, and it's like shit. It was crazy, man. And even though I've heard the real stories about Malcolm, because there's some people that's still alive now that was they was around then that I still see some of them still to this day, and they tell the story of they was actually there when he got murdered, and but to see, how you can get somebody to play a movie and it's based on a true story, and then you be like, man, that shit was whack. That's not what happened. Or they could have did a better job, or they should have got a better actor. I don't think they could have got anybody better, and I'm not saying this because I'm a Denzel fan. I don't think they could have got anybody better to play that role.
Nah, you're absolutely correct. Um, See, the thing about doing um, real life reenactment of people's lives, the first thing you got to do is you got to get the perfect person to play the part. You can't just get
Yeah.
anybody. Oh, he's a famous actor. Let me go get him. Or she's a famous actor. Let me go get her. No, you got to get the perfect person to play the part. That's what makes the movie not also a good movie, but makes it feel like they really doing their life. And they playing their part. But Denzel, Denzel, he's one of those individuals where he does his research and he studies about the person that he's about to play the role of. Like when he did Hurricane, when he did daggone Frank Lucas, when he did Malcolm X, he studies the individual and learns all of the different little habits that they did. Not just what they went through in their life, but he studies the actual person so he can reenact the actual person and look just like the reenacted person. Like there's certain things that Malcolm X used to do on a regular basis, like what he did with his glasses, um, the way that he would walk, the way he would stand when he's standing up and stuff like that. Those are the small things that you don't pay attention to, but is a big part of being that person that most people don't pay attention to.
Yeah.
And that's what made the movie even more real because he got all of the little things correct. Not the big things. The big things, you're gonna notice that. It's the small things like if somebody was reenacting me and if it's something that that I normally do, like I might scratch the back of my head whenever I'm answering a question or something like that, or whatever I'm doing. If you're not doing that, a person that knows me, they be like, yeah, but D would have did this, he would have did that. When he played Malcolm X, everybody that watched that movie that knew Malcolm X at that time, they was like, he played that role exactly how Malcolm X would have did it if that
Yeah.
was Malcolm X playing the role.
Yeah. I'm sure Malcolm was proud of him too. Probably saying, "Good job, brother." Um, because at the time when I was young, I can't say if he did a good job or not because I ain't never studied Malcolm. We heard about him in school, and that was it. I'm just like, hey, he's doing what he's getting paid for. But as I got older and I looked at the documentary with Malcolm X that they had on Netflix, I remember watching that, which that shit was deep. And then I go back to Malcolm X movie and I go, like you just said, shit. I said he nailed it. He nailed it. I mean, like you said, it's the little things that you don't pay attention to, that people don't pay attention to, where you go, oh shit, the way he touched his glasses, the way he walked, the way he talked, the way he drunk his cup of coffee, whatever it is that he did, man, it was like, yeah, that's exactly how this brother would do it. But for me, Malcolm X will always be one of my always will be one of my favorites. And Mo Better Blues and who else? Let me throw out another movie. Ricochet was good too, man. Um, Ricochet for me was it was it was crazy, man, because what's the white dude that played in it, the crazy dude that and they say that dude's a nice guy in real life too, man. Somebody told me they met that dude, said he's a real nice guy. You
I
don't see
can't.
him acting. You don't see him acting anymore neither. He's much older now, but I forgot his name. But Ice T was in that shit too, though. For people who don't know, if you ain't never see it.
Yeah.
Um, but even with that movie, man, it was just, man, I don't know. It's hard to break down with him because he does some unbelievable shit where you're like, he's so unbelievable. It's hard to even explain it. It's just like you can't give him a role that he's not going to kill it unless he's not interested in playing that role. And I'm sure behind scenes with all these actors, there's been some role thrown at them where they go, man, fuck no, I'm not playing that. What I look like
Yeah. No. He
now? If you
said.
give me,
He said it was roles that was offered to him, and he said, "No, I don't want to play that." I forgot what movie it was, but he said there was a movie that was offered to him, and somebody else got the role because he said he didn't want to do it. I forgot what movie, and it's a major movie too. It's a big movie that I'm pretty sure all of us watched it because it was a major movie. I forgot what movie it was, but he said, yeah, that lead role was offered to me, and I told him no, I didn't want to do
yeah, well, you gotta learn to say no to Hollywood sometime. If you don't, they think because they come to you with a movie, you're gonna say yes all the time. I ain't gonna say yes all the damn time. It depends on what it is. You ain't putting me in no skirts. You ain't doing none of that bullshit. And shout outs to dudes who've done it and made their money. Cool, but certain roles I'm not taking, bro. You ain't gonna just throw me in some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna happen. So there are gonna be some movies I'm gonna say hell no to. But it seems like even with the Western movie, even when he did that, it's like as the years go on, you would think that people fade out. Want to see Denzel in a Marvel movie? Nah, I don't want to see him in no
it.
more Marvel movie.
Oh yeah, I can't. Now that's a role
I don't
that
know.
I can't picture him playing. Like he's more of a realistic type of individual. I can't
Yeah,
see him playing a superhero. That's a role that I could say I
because in
can't
real
see
life, in
Denzel
real
playing.
life, he's already a superhero for real. Shit, if you ask me. Um, but you know how some people fade out after years go on, they fade out, and you go, damn, man, whatever happened to him? He
Well,
still is able to stomp with the big dogs. He's still able to do what he is. Him and Samuel, my two favorite. And we gonna get on his ass next. Oh, we gonna get on Samuel next. And I know when we get on him, free, you gonna clown. I know you gonna clown because there's one movie that we always joke about that he was in. So I know when we do him, because he's coming next. Black History Month is coming. He says, "What? Al Pacino? Yeah, we're gonna get. It's gonna be Black History Month is gonna be coming up, so I'm gonna be getting to all my
hey, I'm gonna
all
tell
my
you like
actors.
this. I'm gonna tell you like this.
Oh shit, here he go. Here he go.
Samuel Jackson is probably one of three actors, one of three actors that's still alive today that played in over 100 movies. Him,
He-
Morgan Freeman, and probably somebody else that I can't think of right now. They're probably one.
Um,
They're probably very few guys that played in over 100 movies. I ain't talking about TV shows and stuff like
yeah,
that. I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
actual movies. Him and Morgan Freeman is the two that I know of right offhand that played in over 100 movies.
Um, Only reason why I'm gonna go to him next because his story is a little different, and I don't want to say different from everybody because a lot of these people before they got into acting and doing what they do, everybody has a story. His
Oh
is very
yeah,
important
he
because
definitely got a story.
he actually was an addict.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? He actually, yes, BC, black ones, because Black History Month is gonna be coming up. So yeah.
No.
Hey, BC, don't get it twisted. It's still January. I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that now.
Every
But
time
you know
I
what I'm
see him,
saying?
every time I see him do that walk, they say this is how I'm walking in 2025. When that nigga did that damn walk, that nigga walked, he said, man, I bust out laughing.
But yeah, so yeah. I think Samuel Jackson will be the next one we get to because his story is deep, man. His story's real deep
Oh, he
story,
said,
man.
who was an addict? Samuel Jackson was an addict. He was an
Samuel
addict
Jackson,
before he got
before
into
he got
acting.
into acting,
Yeah, he was an addict.
he was really like on the streets,
Yep.
messed up,
No cap at all. He was an
no
addict.
cap at all. He talks about it. His wife talks about it, like you know what I
Yep.
mean, like yeah, you know. And for him, that's why I'm like, yeah, word, BC. That's why a
Yeah.
lot of these dudes, I look at them, I don't be feeling sorry for them. I mean, everybody might not be made to be famous, and everybody's not made to whatever. But if you want to change your life, you can do it.
Yep. Samuel Jackson was definitely a dope thing.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. BC. Everybody. That's why I look at some of these people, and I'm like, you can change your life if you want to. A lot of y'all are comfortable being the way the fuck y'all are, and want the world to feel sorry for y'all. Get the hell out of here.
Yep.
Not me.
Yeah.
He could have easily been. He could have easily been somebody still in them streets right now, feeling sorry for himself.
Hey, I'll be honest with you. If he was still an addict, 9 times out of 10, he probably wouldn't even be around right now.
Nah, he'd have killed himself. Not killed himself like on purpose, but after a while, there's only so much your body can take when you keep putting poison in it.
Yeah.
You know what
Yep.
I mean? So he definitely but we gonna get to him next. We gonna get to him next. But back to our good brother. But yeah, this is a bust. There's so many movies we done. What's one movie that you constantly had to watch though with him? I know you got a lot of favorite Denzel, but what's one that you constantly had to watch that you just had to either get a good laugh or you just like, yo, man, I gotta watch this shit.
Um, for me, it was um, it was Equalizer. Any one of the Equalizers. I,
Damn.
I had to watch. I had to watch them joy. I was watching them joy. I watch the Equalizer now. Like if I'm sitting in the house and I want a good action movie, and I don't really have nothing in particular that I want to see, I would turn on one of the Equalizers. I'll watch that in a heartbeat because I know
Equalizer. Damn.
it's gonna be constant fighting, and Denzel gonna be scoping things out before he make a move. And that was another thing too. The reason why I like Equalizer so much is because Denzel, the role that he played, he analyzed everything before he made a move. He looked at okay, what can happen if I do it? Like what was it? I think it was the second equalizer. No, it was the third equalizer when he was working at Home Depot or Lowe's, whichever one it was. They wasn't trying to say the name, and the dude came in to rob the cashier, and Denzel was about to go ahead and do his thing, but then he saw the little boy coming in with his mother, and he's like, "Dad, if I do this, the little boy can get shot." And so he just
Yeah.
let the dude walked out, and he followed him out the store and got the whole license plate and everything, and then ended up getting him later. That's what I liked about the movie the most is the fact that he analyzed everything before he made a move.
Yeah. He was we watch that Equalizer all the time, man. And whenever it come on, we like, yo, we glance at it. Me and Tip be like, yeah, Equalizer's on. Yeah, we gonna watch this.
Yeah,
We gonna watch it.
that's I say probably hands down. I probably see Equalizer more times than any other movie. Now I watched a lot of his movies multiple times, But I say Equalizer, I probably watched that more than any other movie. The only other movie that's probably up there with Equalizer will probably be Training Day. That's the only other one that's probably up there with Equalizer.
Let me tell you about that, man. That Training Day, boy. If you talk about cop being corrupted, being dirty, whatever you could think of, boy, Jesus. And for some people who ain't used to seeing him play that, damn. Because whenever he played the cop, right, it was never a bad cop. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
not like not in that sense. He did play one kind of crooked cop, but he wasn't all the way crooked, but he was kind of crooked, and that was Out of Time, where he was the sheriff and they had stole some money, and then he
Oh
was
yeah,
trying to
well,
get the
yeah,
money back. He was trying to get the money back before they found out.
yeah, yeah.
But
But that
yeah,
was
yeah,
nothing compared to Training Day. Training Day, he was just out
yeah,
of control, man.
yeah. That now he was a straight up crooked cop. Those are the dudes that they started off good officers, but then they got greedy. They saw that they can get money from these drug dealers and not have to report it, and they just went all the way crooked.
Yeah, I'm like, yo,
Because
y'all, y'all,
there's a
y'all
lot of
taking
them
this.
nowadays that's doing that right now. There's a lot of them that's doing
Of
that right
course,
now.
of course, I'm sure that is. We ain't gonna act like all of them are innocent and that they here to protect and serve. That's bullshit. You ain't careful. Your ass, you think it'd be another gang retaliating against you, and come to find out it's them.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Oh shit! I thought it was y'all, but it was them.
you'll be surprised how many these daggone murders really ain't by an individual that you thought it was by. It was done by a crooked cop.
And you know what? A lot of them cause so much confusion in the neighborhoods where y'all will start shooting at each other or getting into it with each other. Y'all don't have an issue with each other. Y'all trying to stay on y'all side of the town, but then you'll be like, yo, these dudes came busting at us or these dudes robbed us. They come to find out, man, they didn't rob y'all. It was the boys.
Yeah,
What?
especially
It
like
was
in the
12?
especially like in the 80s and the 90s. That was going on a lot in the 80s and 90s when uh when crack was real heavy. That was going on a lot. There was a lot of crooked cops because there was so much money being made on the streets. There was a lot of cops that was getting paid by drug dealers.
Yeah. Like I told you yesterday, man, there was times there was a lot of times I couldn't been around for certain errors, man. And I think we're gonna talk about that too. I want to get into that one day about the errors,
Uh-huh.
man, because I know certain errors cats wouldn't survive. And I'm just being real because a lot of people play this tough role. Like any error you put me in, I'd have made it. Man, no, the fuck you wasn't. You couldn't have
Now,
been in the era where they were.
what I will say
Shit.
is, I don't know if I would have made it, but I know I would have adapted for as long as I would have been there. I don't know if I'd have made it out, but like in the
Hey,
'80s, of course, I made it out of the '80s. I was coming through the '80s. I was born in the '70s, but I was raised in the
oh
'80s.
my God, BC. We're gonna get to that too, BC. I'm glad you mentioned that. That movie right there, when
Yeah,
you speak
Brooklyn,
about corruption,
Brooklyn finest,
Brooklyn's finest. Oh my
and
God.
and
Woo.
a lot of these crooked cop movies are based on real live situations. They won't tell you because if they base it off a real life situation, a real person, they have to pay that person to base that movie off of them. They can get sued.
Oh,
But a lot of the movies are based off of real life situations. That's the reason why they come up with a lot of these crooked cop movies, these drug dealer movies. Now, some of them they will tell you who's it based off of, and they pay them for their story. But the ones that they don't pay for, they don't tell you who is about. But if you know the individual or you've been through
Um,
that time, you can figure out who they talking about.
Brooklyn's finest to me was crazy, but for some reason for that training day, when I think of corruption, that shit comes to my head because Denzel was like, for him to go in and
Yeah, I mean,
When he killed Roger, right? Marky Dad, what up? Now, not to say that they was best friends, but just Denzel playing the role that he played towards Roger, it was like, yeah, I was already, what I mean? We already had this plan. We was just waiting for the moment. But for him to go in there and smoke Roger the way he did was crazy. And then he tried to get Jake to do it. And Jake's like, man, I'm not shooting this, man. Like, the fuck? Are you kidding me? He said,
yeah,
fucking rookies. Yeah, you want something done, you gotta do it yourself. When he shot that man, I remember being in the movie theater and I remember everybody in the movies was like, oh shit. Like we all sitting in our seat like, holy shit. We like, he shot Roger. Like,
yeah. Like, I mean, I don't understand how Roger thought that that Denzel and them was on his side. He was a convicted felon. He
yeah,
he had
yeah,
they he
yeah.
knew that they had. I mean, they knew that he had all this money under his house, and you still trust him? Nah, nigga, I ain't trusting y'all. Y'all not
No,
cool with me.
the funny part is when they first came in, he was like, Alonzo's gonna have your asses. I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, what? Why you think they here? Why you think they? First of all that money. Look where he was at. It's not like he was in the nice part of Cali. Look where he was at.
That nigga was in the hood. He was in the middle of daggone Compton. He was in South Central. He
Come
was in the
on,
middle of
man.
Compton.
He wasn't. It's not like he was in the suburbs of California. And when you look at it, I go, wait a minute. This dude at a night, probably one of the nicest houses in the hood. Like anybody could have ran and got his ass.
So did you
I'm
did
like,
you see did you see how much money they pulled from under his house? It had to be every bit about good $10 to $15 million.
listen. You know what Tip said? Tip, Tip, Tip said, I ain't gonna hold you. When Denzel when he started throwing the money at them and asking them if they comfortability, Tip said that'd have been my last goddamn day or
No,
something.
I would have took that money and disappeared like a motherfucker.
I said, baby, they gonna know you. I said, baby, they gonna know something wrong. I said, so I'm fucking with it. I said, they gonna know something wrong because you gonna get the money and quit. She said, I'm not staying. She said, you know how much was in that one shit that he threw? Just the one shit that he threw?
No, like I said, I would have took that money out. We would have split that money up. I'd be like, hey, look, we're gonna break this shit down right here. We're not moving out of this goddamn store. I mean, out of this damn house until we break it up. Whatever money I'm getting, put it in my bag. Whatever money he getting, you put it in his bag. You put it in your bag. But motherfucker, the rookie don't want nothing. Fine, leave his ass out. More for us.
Hey,
And that would have been
I
my
mean,
last day.
when he said $250,000, I'm like, what?
That was a $250,000 that they got a piece. Maybe
Jesus.
it was more than $250,000 because each one of those daggone stacks, those bands were all hundreds. They were all
Yeah.
hundreds. That no, he pulled out about, like I said, every bit of good $10 to $15 million. It was
Dog.
a whole. They ripped up the whole goddamn floor.
When Jake
They ripped.
said, when Jake said, only checks our cash says LAPD on it. I said, "Oh shit, here we go." I said, "They gonna shoot." I said, "They gonna shoot Jake." I said, "They're about to shoot him." They looked at him crazy like. When it got quiet for a second, I was like, "Man, they gonna shoot Jake.
Yeah,
They
I thought
gonna
I
shoot
thought they
him."
was gonna get him. I thought they was gonna get him too, but then they was like, "Man, get the fuck out of my face! I'm gone." And
He said,
that
"Oh,"
nigga,
he said, "Oh, fine. You're not comfortable. I'll hold it." He said, "How's your comfortability?" He said, "I'm very comfortable."
I knew something was gonna happen to him when he pulled up at that light. I ain't know what was gonna happen, but I ain't know if he was gonna get kidnapped or what. But I knew when he pulled up at that light something was gonna
Listen,
happen to him.
this is for anybody, fellas. Anybody. You pull up at a light at nighttime, late night, like 12 midnight, and a car with a female just happened to pull up next to you. To me, I don't know. I might be wrong, but I'm like, and he knew it because he looked at her. He knew something was wrong. He knew something was wrong.
That's the reason why you see now. I got my daggone windows blacked out. You can't see through the front windshield nor through any one of the side windshields or the back. You can't see in my car. If I pull up, you're not gonna know if it's me.
Yo, listen.
You're not gonna know if it's me, and you're not gonna know if I'm in there by myself. You don't know
And
who's in my car.
they know him when they see him.
Yeah, that's what I'm
They
saying.
knew it.
He had his windows down and he was smoking a cigarette. And so they knew he was in there in the car, and they knew he was by himself. That's what I said. That's why I always had tinted windows. I'm never riding around without tints on my car.
I ain't gonna hold you though. When they trapped him, I was like, nah, it's over. He can't shoot his way out of this. It's over.
Yeah.
They lit his ass up. And he still was trying to get out the car to go to the back to get the money. I'm like, you dead anyway, bro. Ain't no point in you doing that. All them they lit your ass up. You ain't gonna make it.
No, but what happened was I think he was trying to go get the money to let him know he had the money for the Russian.
And you
But
know what?
at
I
that
don't
time
think
it was too late. The Russian had already put the hit out on him. It was too late. He was
I
supposed
was
to get.
I was about to say I don't even think they cared anymore. I was just like, nah, man, you done beat the shit out of one of ours.
No, because what happened was he had a certain amount of time to get them their money. Because remember he was trying to get the key from Jake, and Jake left him with the dudes in the hood because he had a certain amount of time to get the money to the Russians. They said if you don't get the
Yeah.
money to me, your ass is dead. And he kept looking at the time, and he was like, "Man, Jake, give me the goddamn key, Jake." And Jake was like, "Man, fuck you, I'm out.
Yep.
You left me
That's when
for
that
dead.
that's
I'm
when that
gone."
famous line. That's when that famous line came in. Hey, he did his thing on that one, man. He did his thing on that one, man. There's so many movies. Like I said, even with the even going back to Soldier Stories, doing that. It's just, I mean, all the movies he's played in, there's never been one where I was just like, yo, man, this shit trash. Turn it off. There's never been a moment like that with me when it come to him. Even in the backstory behind the Russians, it was a cool detail. Denzel act like a god in LA and took that shit to Vegas and touched the wrong motherfucker. Yes, he did, Marky Dad. I like when the dudes at the table was talking to Jake about it. He said, "You know what the money's for?" Some Russian starts running his mouth. He said, "Alonso just snapped." He said, "Your money." He said, your Vato's dead." And
Yeah.
that's crazy because you like, how the hell did they know all this? This happened in, Vegas and LA is not far from each other. So, the word gets out. You know what me and Tiff always said? We just said it recently. I would have took whatever money I had and got the hell out of LA.
Now remember they had already what's the goddamn girl? The girl they ran up in the house with the fake warrant.
Yeah,
So
the Sandman.
she had already let it be known they was out there fucking up shit. She had already told everybody that they was out
Yeah.
there stealing
Yo,
people's shit.
when he did this shit with the Russians, man, I'd have got the hell out of LA, dog. He didn't want to
And
leave.
I'd have got the hell out of the country.
He said that.
My ass,
Yeah.
my ass would have been in the Virgin Islands somewhere chilling.
Whoa. He didn't want to do all that. I'd have got the hell out. You heard me? There's see, like you say, he didn't know there was a hit out. All he was thinking is, all I gotta do is get these dudes their money, and then we let bygones be bygones. Not with no Russians. Are you crazy? Not with them. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful who you put hands and feet on.
If y'all remember and y'all take note of the goddamn movie, all that shit we seen happen in that goddamn movie was in one day.
Ain't
That's why I was called
that
Training Day.
crazy?
All that shit was in one day.
Do you know you realize that when you do movies, it'd be like, I this day, that day, this week, this year, all that shit. You know what, Free? That I think about that. That's probably the first movie that I see that shit happened in one day.
Yeah, all
That
that
was
shit
a
happened in one day. That's why it
that's
was
a
called Training Day. That was Jake's training day.
yo, but that's crazy, right? BBO, what up? That's crazy because I'm like, Jake had a fucked up day, man. After that,
Yeah.
dog, I don't
I
know if
know
I
that
want to
nigga
be a
probably
police
said, you know
officer.
what, man? After all this shit, I don't even want to be a police officer no more. I'm cool.
You see how he looked when he got out his car to go home. How do you go in and tell you? How do you go in the house and look at your wife, baby? I had a crazy day. I had this dude done got me high. I had to fight two crackheads in the alley. This dude left me in the house with a bunch of Mexicans. I end up in the tub and all that.
Nah, that shit was crazy. No, that nigga,
Yes.
that nigga left the house looking like a clean cut white boy. Came back looking like an old beat up drunk.
Yo, like the stuff that he had to go through. This dude pulled a gun out on me, like, yo, boy, I had to fight these dudes. These other dudes had me in the shower, about to blow my head clean off. One dude get crazy because he found his niece wallet in my pocket, but he don't know I saved her. If Jesus, if that little girl didn't confirm that, yeah, man, they would have blew his head off in that shower. Thomas, what's up, my guy? Jake is the sort of LA nigga. He ain't just for the quit. Yeah, yeah, man. It's scary to think that you had a lot of Alonzos walking around though.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I still
Alonzo's walking
I
around
still
still
feel
to this
like
day.
I still feel like there's some now, Free. I just don't know where, but I feel like it's a lot of them right now.
No, it's a lot of them still going on, especially out there in Cali, um, in Chicago, in DC, in a lot of these major cities. There's a lot of
Look what
Alonzo's
Monkey
around.
did. Monkey
They
did
not
is
they
stupid.
might not be they might not be to the extent of the character that Denzel played, but they still consider Alonzo, and it's a lot of them going on.
Monkey Dan is stupid. Look at Monkey Dan. Oh man, Monkey
Uh,
Dan's a trip.
yeah, I would have solved the case in less than an hour. I'd have solved the case
Yeah.
in less because I told you all I do is sit back and collect all the evidence. I just sit there and look at everything. I'll be like, nah, that shit ain't right. That shit ain't right.
He said Mayor Adams. BC stupid. He said D Free is the real Alonzo. No, BBO, not our brother Free. Our brother Free,
Nah, nigga, I ain't crooked.
he ain't crooked.
I'm gonna be on one side or the other. I ain't gonna be crooked. That's how you end up like Alonzo
You know what I
and
mean?
crooked.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. My brother ain't crooked. You know what I'm saying? He would have solved the case. But yeah, like I
I
said,
had
but
plenty
when,
of opportunities to do that if I wanted to. Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna be
hell
on
no,
one side or the other.
ain't no coming back from that.
Nah,
And
because once they know that you crooked, they don't respect you the same way. Once they
you
know that
seen
you're a crooked cop, they don't respect you like they respect the other cops.
Crush, what up?
They give the other cops more respect because they
You see
know
how when he
that
was you see how he was
they
driving through the hood with Jake.
yeah.
All right, you see what he was driving through the hood with Jake and how he was telling him, "You don't come over here without me," and da da da. Da. and he was telling them that they know if they get out of, he was telling Jake, they know if they get out of line, I'm taxing their ass. And then when they get out the car to talk to the homies, which one of the homies, Bone, who's a real blood in real life out in LA, and he was like, yeah, the shit you did for my nephew, that was some real shit. And then he walked by, he was like, sick of this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Like
so
what the one thing about the niggas in the hood, they respect the cops, the ones that's really about their business, about their job. The ones that they know that don't really give a fuck, they don't respect them. That's the reason why
yeah,
when I'm at work and I'm on duty, that's the reason why I get the respect I get because I show them respect, they show me respect. And then I put other people at the same spot that I was at, and I get phone calls all day. They having problems. Niggas about to fight them and all this other stuff. I'm like, dog, I don't have these issues when I'm out here. What are y'all doing? I don't have these issues. Like we was just
yeah.
talking about that the other day in the last meeting that we had. How these couple of our officers got into a brawl or whatever. I'm like, dog, what the hell? I'm
Wait,
like,
whoa, whoa,
how
whoa, whoa.
y'all get into a
Wait,
brawl?
whoa, whoa. How y'all get into a brawl with the community? What the hell?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a community. It wasn't a community. It was two officers were at a nightclub and
Oh
or,
Lord.
or should I say a lounge. They was at a lounge and a dude decided to want to smoke weed in there. So he pulled out his bag of weed and they was like, nah, you can't smoke in here. You have to take that outside. So instead of them letting them walk outside, somebody, I don't know which one it was, but one of them decided to snatch the weed out of the person's hand, and the dude swung on him, and then they started fighting. I'm like, dog, for one, you had no right to snatch it out of his hand.
Yeah,
It's not illegal for him to carry around marijuana in DC. It's not illegal. As long as it's not more than 2 ounces, it's not
yeah,
illegal for him to carry marijuana around. All you do is say, hey, you can't smoke it in here. You got to take that outside. And you escort him outside. But to
yeah.
snatch him out of his hand, you was in the wrong by doing that.
Well, was they on duty? They wasn't on duty. They was off duty, right?
No, they was on duty. They was the bouncers for the nightclub.
Oh, they were the bouncers for the nightclub. Oh, okay, okay, okay,
They was
okay.
on duty. So, but they're not supposed to take it out of their hand. You're supposed to tell them, hey, you can't smoke it, and you gotta take that outside. They don't want to leave
Yeah.
and go outside. Then you call for backup, and you have them arrested for trespassing because they don't want to leave. You're a bouncer,
Uh,
so you can't take them out. So you call backup and have them come
some
and
people just take
escort them to
advantage
the
of it.
jailhouse.
Some people take advantage of their positions. They need to learn their position. They take advantage of it. That a lot of people take jobs because they figure they can just like I don't know, man. But that's the one thing we have to stop in the community because every police officer ain't bad. We don't need two or three police officers making all these officers out here look like they're the same. Because there's some good cops. I know some cops personally that I can call right now and be cool. And this is another thing. Never let somebody tell you because you come from the streets or you in the hood, you can't be cool with a cop. You can be cool with a
No,
cop. Don't
oh,
let people put that in your head. Because some people
no,
be like, yo,
listen,
you cool with the police? Oh, you
no.
might be a
I'm gonna tell you
snitch.
right now. No, I'm gonna tell you right now. Them niggas say that because they ignorant and they don't have pull like that. Because all of their guys that they work for, they cool with police officers. So they just
Yeah,
don't have pull like that. All of the niggas that they work for are cool with police officers. You think they're gonna make enemies with guys that can actually lock them up, make their job harder? They
yeah,
know what y'all doing. They just waiting to catch y'all. So they're gonna be cool so they can know what's going on with the police. That's how you get crooked cops on these people's teams. That's how you get them because they became cool with the police officers.
yeah. I'm like, no, me. I got all kinds of different people, lawyers, judges. Like, you know what I'm saying? People, come on now. You never know when you need that special card. You know what that special card is. Everybody need that special card because you don't know when you're gonna be in a situation where you're gonna need that card. Everybody know that card, that one card where you go, you in a situation, you go, oh
Yeah.
shit, yeah, I gotta. You start checking your pocket free. You like, oh man, I'm gonna
bro.
call such and such.
I got before I got into law enforcement. I had like 3 or 4 friends that three or four dudes that I was cool with in school, and they became police officers. When I had went to the military, they had went to the police academy. Well, they didn't go to the police academy right away, but by the time I came out of the military, they was in the police academy. I didn't know that they was in the police academy because I didn't see them. When I seen them, they had already became police officers. So I'm sitting there. We had a poker game because every Wednesday we would have poker night, and we would all go over a friend of our house and play poker for real money. So we was at a poker game, and we sitting there smoking weed, and my man was like, "Hey, y'all can't do that around them, such and such." I'm like, "Why?" They were like, "They cool. We went to school with them. They cool." They're like, "Nah, those are police officers." And dude was like, yeah, we are police officers now, but y'all cool. We ain't on duty. Y'all cool. Y'all do what y'all do. I was like, damn, no, wait, when was y'all gonna tell me y'all became police officers? He like, oh
Yeah,
no, we just finished the academy. But we was
yeah,
cool. We would go play poker every Wednesday, and they knew that we smoked. At that time, we wasn't legal. We would smoke, and they'd stay in the house while we'd go out in the backyard and smoke weed. Then we'll come back in, finish our game.
yeah, man. You know, ain't nothing wrong. Don't never let somebody make y'all feel out of place where it's like, oh, I can't do this. I can't. Man, that's a bunch of bullshit. Too many of y'all people worried about what people think about you because they see you in certain places and spaces talking to certain people. Well, if you're talking to the police, you must be telling them what's going on. You cool with the popo? Y'all better
Uh,
get off that NWA.
I
Get off that NWA shit.
whenever I'm on duty, I have respect from a lot of people in the area, and it's because I give them respect. I tell them, I say, hey, as soon as I come to a new area, I tell them, hey, I know what y'all doing out here. Hey, I understand. I used to be out here as well. So I'm not here to make it hard for y'all. Just when I come around, y'all just walk off. When I leave, whatever y'all do is what y'all do. As long as I don't see y'all, y'all cool. They
Yeah,
were like, all right, I respect that. Every time I come through, I'll be like, hey, what's going on? They were like, hey, what's going on, Officer Freeman? And they'll walk off. That's it. That's it. That's
yeah,
all.
man. It's I'm just saying, man. You know, we got to make it make sense, baby. But I don't be worrying about that. Like I tell people, yo, you friends with such, I don't give a shit what you think. Kiss my ass, because everybody needs that special card. That's all I'm gonna say. Everybody needs it. I don't give a
Hey,
shit who you are.
no,
Entertainers,
you
actors, broke
no, you
people,
know how many
middle
times
class
I
people.
use you know how many times I used my uncle name before I became a law enforcement. I man, my uncle was. I had two uncles that was in law enforcement. My grandfather was a chief in Hartford, Connecticut. But I used to use my uncle's name all the time. One of my uncles was a homicide detective, and one was just a regular street cop. And I was like, man, do y'all know Officer Robinson and Detective Robinson? They were like, yeah. I was like, well, can y'all give him a call? That's my uncle. They were like, that's your uncle? Man, get out of here. Go ahead, man. We won't let you go with a warning. Get out of here.
Uh,
I used to do it all the time. Whenever I would get pulled over or I get stopped by a cop, that's the first two names I throw out: Officer Robinson and Detective Robinson. They were like, man, get the hell up out of here.
mm. Yeah, man. I don't be worrying about that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm too grown to be worrying about that. Before I used to worry about that. You know, I used to. You know what I mean? Now I'm like, man, I don't give a shit. We got everybody. I got all types of people, man. Doctors, lawyers. You know what I'm saying? Just never know when you need that card, man. And people stop thinking ignorant, they can understand that. That's why I'd be like, forget what y'all think, because when I get into some shit, I can't call y'all sorry asses. You know what I'm saying? I get into something. I can't call y'all. Yo, man, I'm in this situation, man. You think you get hell? No. Y'all ain't gonna be able to help me. So I gotta it is what it is, man. I gotta do what I gotta do to make sure I'm Gucci. But as far as that, yo, yeah, all these Denzel movies has been great. spectacular. Matter of fact, I'm thinking about going to watch them now. Shit, we didn't talk so much um about it. This week I don't know what I'm gonna get into because this week what's popping for this week? We got the well I might talk about it Thursday. Anyway, fights Thursday, right?
Yeah, the 25th.
Okay.
I know Andy
No, what
Cruz
am I
supposed
talking about?
eh,
Not no. He fights Friday, not Thursday. Thursday's the 23rd. Because
he
Saturday's the
fights the 25th.
25th.
Yeah, he
He
fights
fights
the
the
25th.
25th or the 24th.
25th.
Okay.
It might be. Hold on, let me pull it up to make sure. Let me pull it up.
Yeah,
Hold
because
on.
I thought it said the 24th. I said I'll be back to talk about him later this week, but I'm gonna have more topics about this, especially with Black History Month coming up. Even though there's a lot of boxing coming up, there's gonna be days where I'm not going through the whole month of February with boxing. Just not happening. At some point, and I'm not gonna be able to do two lives every day, because I'm trying to what I'm trying to do. I'm hoping it pans out. Uh, I'm only on this morning, y'all, because I'm like it's too damn cold to go outside. I wanted to go, and I'm like, man, I'm keeping my ass in here. If I ain't got to go out, I'm not going out.
Yeah, I'm damn sure not going out.
And Tip was
That's
like,
why
don't go
I'm
out
glad I
there.
work from home. That's exactly the reason why I'm glad I work from home.
My
'Cause
people's
I ain't
just
going
told me.
nowhere.
My people's just told me because he work in the office, right? He was like, "Yo, man, they trying to get me to come back in the office, McLean, but what they fail to
Yeah,
realize is that
it's Friday the 24th.
so that's gonna be an early one, right? Because
Yeah,
it's
it's gonna
because
be
it's him.
at 6 a.m.
God damn.
That's when the estimated ring walk for Inouye is at 6 a.m. But
Uh,
I know Andy Cruz supposed to be on that card too.
can I see? He said I can see you.
Some
You can see me pointing what at?
no
Nah.
Andy Cruz not on that
Hold on.
card,
You can
but
see me. You can see me doing what? Pointing cats out. I don't think so, BBO. That's calling me a snitch. I don't do that, brother.
no
What you mean?
Andy Cruz is fighting on Wednesday. I mean on Saturday. Andy
I don't.
Cruz is
I don't.
fighting
I don't point. I
on
don't
the
point
card
people
with
out.
Steve Nelson.
I
Andy
don't
Cruz
point
is
people out.
yes
Where I come from, that's called snitches. We don't point people out.
Andy Cruz fight on Saturday on a card with Steve Nelson. Steve Nelson is the main event. Andy Cruz is the co-main. That's Saturday, but Monster fights on Friday at 6 a.m. I'm probably excuse me. I probably be just waking up to see Monster walk in the ring.
Uh, I'll have to wake up probably about 5:30. Maybe I might tell her to set that 5:30 for me, and so I'll be up.
I
I
mean,
don't want to have to
that's
miss
around the
anything.
time that I wake up anyway because my wife get off at 7. So that's around the time that I wake up anyway, like around 6. I mean, you ain't gonna be up for a long period of time if you do decide to wake up early to see the fight, because this dude that he fighting is a last minute fill-in, so it probably end early.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm want to see it though. So
This fight probably ends very early.
yeah, I'm gonna just because I'm like I have nothing to do Friday morning, so why not get up and watch that? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get up and watch it, and it's boxing, so I ain't gonna sit there and not. Matters of fact, oh no, that female fight. I thought that female fight passed already. So no, it didn't.
You said what?
7
What's going on, Thomas?
I'm back, baby. Who's a jerk face? Just need to keep saying it. I'm joking. My dad was cool with the cops. Yeah, I don't be caring what people think. I'll be cool with whoever I
Hey,
want to be cool with.
my see this is the problem that I have with people. I have no problem if a cop mistreats you and you have an issue with that cop that mistreated you. Have no issue with that. But if your ass is out there breaking the law and you get put in jail, don't act like you are innocent. Oh, these niggas just looking to lock me up. Nigga, you breaking the law. What you expect them to do? That's their job to uphold the law. You're breaking the law. Their job is to uphold the law. You can't get mad because you got locked up. Oh, these niggas put me in jail. Nigga, what was you doing to get put in jail?
You
What
know
was
who
you
I got a
doing?
problem with? I got a problem with these dudes that walk around talk about free boo boo. Now y'all know damn well boo boo ain't shit. Or my man Skio ain't shit. Y'all know he ain't shit. But you
Just like
talk
the
about
same,
free him.
just like
Hell
the people
no.
talking about some free Lord Durk. Free Lord Durk for what? The nigga is on video hiring for a daggone murder.
They
No,
be kill-
ain't no free. The nigga's guilty.
y'all be
The,
y'all screaming.
no,
Y'all be
no,
screaming free these. Y'all screaming free these dudes. I'm screaming keep them.
he innocent till proven guilty. Nigga, what more evidence do you need? The nigga is on video admitting what he's doing. What more evidence you want them to go to court and try to find some way out of it so you can put him back on the streets to go and commit the crime that he already admit to doing.
Fuck out of here,
Y'all
nigga.
niggas,
Dude
y'all
murdered
crazy.
my dude murdered my sister. When he killed my sister, man, wasn't no free him. Man, hell no. Keep him. His ass been in there 30 some years. Keep his ass.
No, like I said, if you do the crime, you do the time. Don't get mad because you got locked up and talking about, oh, these cops ain't shit. No, nigga, you ain't shit. That's the reason why your ass is in jail. Cause you ain't shit. You out here breaking the goddamn law on a regular basis. You lucky you only got the little bit of time that you got. They should have
That's
gave
a
you
fact.
more. If I was to tell them all the shit you've been doing, you would have got more.
You know what it is? They don't expect us to speak like that. Come on, man. That's another black man. No, that's not. That's a Negro. Cause ain't no black man out there doing that.
No, I don't care if it's a black man, white man, Asian man, Mexican,
He said, yo,
Jamaican.
take BBO's ranch so I can talk about.
I don't care. I don't care what nationality you are. If you're breaking the law, your ass is going down, or
That's
you
simple.
need to go down. Point blank. Period.
That's simple.
If you doing something that caused you to go to jail, you need to go to jail. That maybe you won't do it again. I'm like, oh, so when you got in trouble at home, you didn't get punished. Whether you got a beating or you got put on punishment or you got something taken away from you, that was your punishment. When you become an adult, you break the law, your punishment is either you get a fine or your ass go to jail.
Yeah. So that part, I'm not. I'm not. I used to see dudes. In the beginning, I used to be like, oh, okay. Then I see dudes with the free this person, free that person. Hell no.
Now, I, I'm all for I'm all for if an innocent man get locked up because it was a
Innocent
mistaken
man.
identity, a mistaken identity, or they just wanted to pin the crime on him or whatever. He really didn't do
Yes.
it. Now, yeah, that's different. Like Hurricane Carter, that's different. Like those four juveniles that just got let go a couple of years that spent all that time in jail for the
Yeah.
crime
Central
that
Park.
happened at Central Park. That's
Yeah.
different. That's different. I'm all for let's get these dudes out of jail. But the niggas that's out here selling drugs, out here shooting innocent individuals, or even if they're not innocent, shooting people, period. They need to be locked up. That's what the jail is there for. They need to be locked up.
Exactly. I'm not sitting there. Yeah. If you didn't do anything and they hold you, yeah, man, free that man. They always mistake me for a fucking. Oh yeah, yeah. What can
No,
we do, man?
they mistake your ass for motherfucker the dude that just
Here,
got out of jail.
here he go. Here he go.
Now y'all can't tell me that he don't look like what's the nigga name?
Here he go.
What's his
Here he go.
huh?
I said, here you go.
What's his name though? You know his name. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I can't think of his
Who?
name.
Who you talking about?
The rapper that just got out of jail that looked like
Oh,
BC.
Black Rob. I mean, not Black
No,
Rob. I'm sorry, G Dep.
no. Dude from
G
Brooklyn.
Dep just came home. I don't know no other rapper that just came
No.
home.
Not him. Talking about the dude from Brooklyn. BC know who exactly who I'm talking about
Oh,
because
Bobby
A1.
Smurder.
Yeah, Bobby. That's who that's who BC get
No, not
mistake for.
Smurder. Damn.
That's who
Hey,
BC get
BC,
mistake
fight
for
back.
all the time.
Hey, BC, fight back. BC, don't let Free do that to you.
BC get
Ah!
BC get mistake for him
Hey,
all the time.
BC, don't do not let Free get away with that shit. Don't let him get away with that. That's crazy.
That's what I said.
Damn.
BC knew exactly who I was talking about because A1 called him that all the
Damn.
time.
Don't you let him get away with that. Don't let him get away with that. That's crazy, bro. Damn.
No, but
That's
all jokes aside,
crazy.
BC do favor that nigga though. He do favor it. I ain't say they look just alike, but they do favor it. If they standing at a distance, you wouldn't know that between the two. You be like, hold up, which one is? Oh, that's
Hey,
BC right there. That's BC right there. Okay, I
don't
got
let him get away. Hey, listen, that sound all good. BC, don't let that man get away with that shit. That's crazy. Oh man, Black. That's crazy, man. I
But
almost
yeah,
forgot
nah. I
about.
mean, like I
I
said,
forgot about Smurder. I forgot about Smurder.
like I said, I know there's a lot of innocent people that gets locked up and they didn't do anything, and I hope those individuals get out of jail. Those
Oh
are the
yeah, I hope so
individuals
too. I
that
pray to God every day. I got homeboys or people I know, and me I call them, but you know what I'm saying. But if you doing something and you did it, I'm screaming, keep him. But if
yeah
you didn't, free that man.
yeah. I mean, like I said, if you're not doing a crime, then yeah, you shouldn't be in jail. But if your ass is out there committing crime and then you get locked up, you like, hey man, I'm just trying to come home. Nah, nigga, you can't be crying. Talking about you trying to come home now, nigga. You knew you was out there doing something you
No
wasn't
man,
supposed to do.
they gave me 100 years to life. Yeah, but maybe your black ass deserves it.
Oh, you was out there doing stuff you wasn't supposed to be doing. You
I can't
deserve to be in
believe they
jail.
gave me. I can't believe they gave me 100 years to life. I can't believe this. I got a daughter. I got a wife. I got a
Just
kid.
like
I got a girlfriend on the side.
just like when my cousin got locked up the last time. And I told him he had just got locked up for like 3 years prior to that. And I used to go up to the jailhouse to go see him and everything. And I told him, I said, dog, don't get locked up again. You get locked up, I'm not coming up here to see you. I was like, you gotta learn. We keep coming up here visiting your ass all the time. You ain't learning nothing. I'm like, nah, your ass gotta learn. And he got locked up the last time. I did not go see him not one time. This nigga, he literally lives right around the corner from me now. And I just got finished talking to him the other day. He's doing a whole lot better. He didn't got married. He done had a daughter. He got a nice job. He got a nice place. He got his life in order. I was like, dog, you missed out on a lot. Keep your ass clean.
Yeah,
Shit get hard. Talk to somebody. Don't go out there doing nothing stupid. He's literally 2 months older than me. I'm like, dog, you 49 years old. You just now having a daughter. Your daughter's like 2 years old now. Or like
yeah,
one or two. Like one or two. You 49 years old. You done missed your nephews, your nieces, all of them growing up because you was out here being stupid when you was a young dude. You was being stupid. The nigga
yeah,
got locked up when he got locked up when he was 24, and they gave him 32 years. He ended up having to do 20 of those 32.
wow. That's a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
He
a
had to
lot.
do 20 of those 32. I was like, oh, you know how much shit you done missed?
But these dudes got to understand. This is their problem. You doing all that. Your family does the jail time with you, and what are you getting out of it? What are you getting out of it? What loyalty did you owe to the streets or your friends or your so-called friends,
Uh,
or what are you
uh,
proving?
uh, for the most part, dog, is no loyalty in the street. The only loyalty in the street, I'm gonna tell you the only real loyalty in the street is to not stab your friends in the back. Not to double cross them, not to stab them in the back, and not to snitch on them. When your ass is locked up, they don't give a fuck about you when you're in jail.
Nope.
9 times out of 10, they ain't putting no money on your books. They ain't coming to visit you. 9 times out of 10. So where's the loyalty at? You holding it down for your niggas on the street by doing what you did. Ain't none of them come visit you. Ain't none of them put no money on your books. The only people that's coming to visit you is your family. The only people that's putting money on your books is your family. So you talking about all this loyalty and all
Facts.
that. The niggas ain't coming to see you. They ain't, unless you a big time drug dealer and these niggas need some connections from you. They ain't coming to see you. They ain't coming to do nothing for you. So what are you talking about? Ain't no loyalty in the streets. The loyalty is the people that really actually love you and care for you. Those are the loyal ones. So all this stuff, oh, I'm holding it down for my dogs in the street. Well, while you holding it down for your dogs in the street in jail, them same dogs is at your house right now sleeping with your girl.
Like, make it make sense. Make it make sense, bruh.
You saw Young Thug. Young Thug got locked up. His girl ended up marrying Devin Haney. You saw how she was. Oh, I'm like, all right. That's why I keep trying to tell you, dog. Y'all niggas out here doing stupid shit, get locked up, and then you act like everybody's against you. No, nigga, you was against yourself. You did something stupid.
Dudes be, and
Everybody,
that's
ain't
the
nobody gonna put their
problem.
life on unless they truly love you and know that you're coming home. Nigga, everybody they ain't putting their life on hold for you. They gonna continue on living their life while you in jail.
As they should.
They're like, oh, you got 15 years. Hopefully we can get up
Nah,
when
you
you
know
get
the
out,
crazy thing is though, these dudes ask the stupidest questions like, "You gonna wait for me?"
nigga. Wait for you to do what? Am, am I gonna wait for you to do what?
I'm like, "Wait for you to what? Come back from the bathroom? The fuck am I supposed to wait for
you
you
gonna
for?"
you gonna wait for? Oh, you gotta go check in real quick, and you gonna come back to the phone.
Hey, wait for me.
Oh,
15
you gonna
years
no
is
you
not
gonna you gonna
15.
you gonna you're not gonna deal with nobody until I get out of jail, nigga. 15 years. So you and your girl had sex every day the entire time y'all was together. You think she's supposed to go cold turkey while you in jail for 15 years? Yeah, good luck with that one.
Good luck with that one, player.
Good luck with that one.
Be good. Hey, listen, not
Good luck
me.
with that one.
Not me.
I ain't saying that there's no girl that won't do it. I just don't know of any that will do it. I don't, and like
Let
I
me tell you
said,
something.
unless
A lot of
unless
these
you're
chicks,
you're married, unless you're married to that woman, and she loves you to death, and she ain't trying to be with nobody else but you. 9 times out of 10, most
man,
females that you're
listen.
dating,
A lot of
you
these
get locked up for 15 years. They're not waiting for you. Maybe if you come out and you get yourself back together, maybe if she ain't dealing with nobody, y'all might can get back together. But she ain't waiting for you to come home from jail.
all I'm saying is there's a Cuddy out there. Y'all know who Cuddy is. Y'all know who Cuddy is, man. Y'all seen Dead Presidents. We talked about this the other day. Don't end up having, even though that man didn't go to jail, he went to the army. Doesn't matter. Don't come home and the next man bringing groceries.
No, like I said, most women are not going to wait for a dude serve 15 years in jail and not do nothing with nobody or nothing. They
No,
just
but
gonna live their
the
life
stupid thing
single,
is,
not
yeah,
deal with nobody. Most
but
women ain't gonna do it. I ain't saying
no,
all women ain't gonna do it. Most women ain't gonna do
no, and these dudes, excuse me, like I said, ask the stupid question. You gonna wait for me?
it. Yeah.
Or don't, hey, don't give nobody my loving while I'm locked up.
I like I said, I would be
What
more shocked. I would be more shocked if she did wait for you. That's
what
what I would be surprised
what
at.
Pop said? And even though we separated, you told me you waited. Don't give nobody my loving while I be locked up state.
Yeah, nah.
What?
Like
What?
I said,
Your
I'd be
homeboys
more.
or
I'd be more surprised.
your so-called homeboys or the ops are waiting for you to go in. Now,
And
mind
see,
you, not just your
and,
ops, but the
and,
homeboy, your so-called homeboys and the ops are waiting for you to go in.
and you got to remember when Tupac said that he was only doing 3 years. He wasn't doing no 15 years. He was only doing
Exactly.
three.
Yeah.
He was only doing three. He wasn't doing no 15 because he knew damn well if he was getting 15 years, his song would have went a lot different. I didn't lost my girl because I'm locked up state. She gave her coochie away because I'm locked up state. That joint would have went a lot different. The lyrics wouldn't have been the same.
Yo, he said that shit. Yo, he said that shit would have had a different spin to it. Hey, that shit would have.
My
That
girl
shit
that
would
gave
have
her
been.
coochie away because I'm locked up state.
That shit was been. That shit would have been hit him up.
His girl would have been on the side with Biggie and with Biggie and Puff. She'd have been right there beside Lil Kim as he was feeding that hit him up line. She'd have been right there beside Lil Kim. He would have got Biggie and Puff, Lil Kim, and his ex girl.
Oh man, we laughing, but I'm telling y'all, yo, like you said, that was only 3 years.
That was only for 3 years.
Anything
Now
get first of all,
I could see a girl holding out for 3 years or something like that, 6 months, a year. I could see
dog.
a girl holding out for that. But
I
you
don't
talking
even
about
know if I could.
15
I
years?
don't even know if I could trust that. Like Tiff, I could trust Tiff.
I ain't saying you can trust it, but I can see a girl doing it for 6 months, a year, maybe even 3 years. I can see a girl holding out. No, my baby about to come home. I ain't fucking with nobody. I can see that. But 15 years, she was like, yeah, I used to date a nigga. He locked up for 15 years.
Yeah.
It's gonna be I used to date a nigga, but he's locked up now for 15 years. Like they be like, hey,
Yo,
shorty, you got a man? Nah, I mean I used to date somebody, but he's locked up for 15 years now.
and
I'm
they
single
still
right
and
now.
listen, and they still gonna try to beat.
What time?
They still
When
gonna
did he get
try.
locked up? He got locked up yesterday. Oh shit, he just got locked up. His ass ain't coming back for 15 years.
And listen, and the crazy thing is, especially if you known, rather if it's your friends or the ops, they already know. No, you know, the next time he go back in, that's it.
Okay,
The
Thomas, I
ops is
got
like,
it.
yeah,
I got the
well,
email, Thomas.
hey, you know, the ops would be like, yeah, well, I'm glad. Hey, that's one less dude off the street for us. Give away the shit
He
and
said
then man.
the chick be giving away, and they man not at
Yeah,
home.
and they man be home. That shit be crazy.
Now those the ones you definitely can't trust.
How I'm home.
Those the ones you definitely cannot trust.
Oh, I was chilling with Shaquita and them on a Tuesday night. When have you and Shaquita and them ever chilled on a Tuesday night? Really?
You could chill with Shaquita and them on a Tuesday night. You can chill with Shaquita every night. Just make sure you take your stuff with you. You won't be coming back here.
And
I got
dudes
you,
worry
Tommy.
about the
I
wrong
got you.
they worry about the wrong things when they come home, right? Because it'd be like, right, you have to get a job, you got to get yourself situated. You more focused on what she doing. You talking about you stressing out, nigga. You better get your life together because your PO gonna put you right back where you don't want to be. So while you stressing about her, you better get your shit together. You worried about her apple head ass. She ain't the one going to jail. You are. He said, "I'll leave it at juicy boy." I be big booty from high school. Yeah, man. Like I don't have time for it. That's why I enjoy my marriage. Um, Tiff is one of the best goddamn women. She might get on my nerve and I get on hers, but one of the best goddamn women I have around, man.
Like,
There's loyalty like that.
what's his name? Big Meech. Big Meech just came home.
Oh my God.
You think that nigga girl didn't step out while he was locked up? That nigga was locked up for like 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
You think she didn't
Yeah.
step out while he was gone?
Yeah,
Most
she
definitely
stepped
she
out,
did.
she stepped in, she stepped over.
And she probably because he's such a big known person, she ain't step out with nobody that he would know. She step out with somebody that he ain't probably never thought that she would step out with.
Nah.
It probably was the local librarian or the mailman or somebody.
For real, she did every step, including the two
Hey,
step.
hey, Big Mitch, you had a mailman come to your house. That's the only person I ever seen come to your house. She wasn't dealing with no dudes. The only guy that even came close to your house was the mailman. She was like, yeah, man, ain't nobody come here but the mailman. Come to
Yeah.
find out, your daggone child that you thought was yours looked just like the mailman. Y'all had conjugal visits, so you thought it was yours.
Yo, he said it was a regular 9 to 5 guy. Yeah, man. It wasn't nobody that
What?
Meech was like, oh, this dude? Oh, you trying to send me back to prison. Nah, it wasn't one of them type dudes.
Nah, them niggas. Any dude she would try to holler at on the street, they be like, hell no, I ain't fucking with you. You Big Meech girl. Fuck no, I'm not fucking with you. So she ain't gonna better get with none of them dudes.
Look, even if
She
it was
gonna
a
get with
regular, even if it was a regular square, let's just say they take a picture, right? Somewhere. Not the square, but Meech and his girl. And that dude see the picture, that's that's the guy that people been talking about. That's oh shit. This motherfucker be like ah
her ass. Her ass probably was dealing with the daggone minister she was going to see, praying that he come
he
home.
said the minister.
You know,
Not the
I
minister,
need to pray
bro.
and hope my baby father come home. He's like, yeah, we're gonna pray together.
Shit, you better pray he don't come home and go back. He go back in.
He said, we're gonna pray together in the bedroom with no clothes on. We're gonna pray together.
I mean, shit, listen, you better pray he don't go back in playing with him. A square wouldn't even know who Meech was. No, I'm not saying know who he was, but if you see a picture and you know how pictures, and then people be like, "Yo, yeah, this is what? Well, I didn't know. I thought I heard his name before."
They,
Shit,
they ain't know until they saw BMF. They were like, hold up, this look just
exactly. Until they
this
saw
look just like the
him.
dude that's in the picture. Just like the dude that's in the picture.
Yeah.
She like, oh yeah, that
Yo,
is him.
hey,
That's the dude that
no
I was
matter how
dating. He's
much of
locked
us
up
listen,
based on his life.
no matter how much of a square you are, there's no such thing as somebody not knowing who you are. Eventually, they might not find out right then and there. Oh, but they gonna find out.
They gonna say, hey babe, I just saw a show yesterday and it was a guy on there that looked just like the dude in the picture. She's like, oh yeah, that's him. That's what they talking about. That's his life story. He's locked up. That's him. Oh hell no. Nah. I'm out. I'm out.
He said, "Oh hell
Hell
no!"
no, I'm out.
Yo, yo, that's like when Alpo came to Harlem, and when people didn't know he was gonna come to Harlem because he really wasn't supposed to be back in Harlem, and somebody was like, you know, I thought that guy got a long time in prison, and I could have sworn I was at the damn store today, and I saw him, and I said, Alpo, I said, the drug dealer, you sure? It's like, yeah. And then I started reading up on stuff, and I was like, oh shit, Poe's home. The dude came back and was like, holy shit. Well, I'm gonna make sure I keep my girl away. Because they knew how Poe was. He'll get your girl if he wanted her. So he's like, oh no, I'm gonna keep my girl away. No. So broke my heart.
How you break your heart in Kiss of Death? How you break your heart?
Was that where he was supposed to play that role?
No, he played the role in Kiss of Death. How you
Well,
break your heart?
I don't care about none. He didn't break my heart. I don't care about none of that shit. That doesn't break that he still did what he did and it didn't really get out like that. So I don't care nothing about that. What breaks my heart is when I see all these TV shows that support that kind of fucking behavior. That's what breaks my heart. When I see these award shows, you can't even watch a damn award show without it being some goofy shit. That breaks
No,
my heart.
it, like I mean,
Go ahead. I got to mute this mic, yo. You keep talking, free, because I got to put up
no,
this flyer for this amateur show.
no.
Just
I was gonna say
go ahead.
I understand the role that he played, but we gotta separate the actor from the person. It was an actor. He played a role. I mean, it is what it is. It was a role that he played. It wasn't like that's his lifestyle. That was a role that he played, and he talked about it. He had it. That's the interview that he was talking about, and that was the movie that I was talking about. I couldn't think of the name of the movie, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it wasn't the first. You'd be surprised how many actors that you support that play a role like that. You'd be very surprised. Is probably majority of them have played a role like that. It might have been a small part, or it might have been the whole movie. Like Tom Hanks in Philadelphia, he was a homosexual that caught HIV. You think
Yeah.
people stopped liking Tom Hanks because he played a homosexual? The movie was about HIV. It wasn't about homosexuality. It was about HIV.
Yeah.
But that was the role that he played. He played a homosexual.
Kiss of Death is not even something on my mind. I don't even think about that shit because it doesn't discredit all the other great shit he
Yeah,
has done.
I know it's a movie. Now, I mean, when they get to the part where they're a kiss or whatever, I always turn away. I don't look at that stuff. But I understand it's a movie. I know that's not their lifestyle. I mean, well, I would suppose that it's not their lifestyle. I don't have any evidence that it is their lifestyle.
Hey, if it is, that's their business. Shit,
Yeah, I mean that's their business. I mean,
their
some
business.
dudes are homosexual, some dudes are not. I mean, it is what it is. That's their life. It ain't mine. I'm not gonna stop watching them because he played a role like that. I'm not gonna stop watching him. I'm almost certain you went to go see Gladiator too. Or at some point you will watch Gladiator 2 if you didn't go pay to sit in the movie theater. At some point, you will watch Gladiator too.
Yeah, Gladiator 2 was
See, you know how many people support daggone Tyler Perry the whole time he based his career off of being a daggone woman on stage. He was
yeah,
Medea until people knew who Tyler Perry was. He was Medea.
my dear, my dear, ma to the goddamn dear.
And she had a daughter, Cora. She
Cora,
had a daughter, and daggone Mr. Brown was the father.
Cora, that's my shit right there. I ain't gonna lie. Cora, yeah, man, I don't be caring no more, man,
Yeah,
about any of that shit.
I don't
It's a
let
lot
certain
of stuff.
things
Let
get
me
me
tell you something.
all
It's a lot of
bent
stuff.
out of shape.
I don't. It's a lot of stuff I care about, but then at the same time, it's a lot of stuff I don't care about. So you know what I mean. That's why I be like, even when it be coming to, even when it comes to certain shit we be talking about, man, it be a lot of shit I just don't care about no more, bro. I don't. When it starts affecting me, then I'll care about it. Like some of these TV shows, some of these award shows,
Nah,
that
you
bothers me.
you said Malcolm X, Glory, and Training Day. Um, I will remove Glory. I would say Malcolm X, Training Day, and John Q. I will remove Glory for
Why
John
would you
Q.
remove Glory? What did Glory do to you?
No, John Q. He played a better role in John Q. Like
Oh,
John
okay,
Q
okay,
was a
okay,
better role than Glory was. Glory was good, but I don't think it was better than John Q.
okay. Now I got you.
Yeah,
Now I got you.
Yeah, Glory was good, but I just don't think it was better than John Q.
Now I got you. I got you.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah. John Q for me. Uh, it was touching. It was
that joint, that joint had me a little tear jerker.
because we are parents. You see your son and your daughter going through that. I'm not trying to hear shit. You ain't gonna tell me you can't. Man, I'm gonna do whatever. You gonna get my son a heart. You gonna get my daughter a heart. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit.
And like I said, that was the big fuss because they thought he should have won an Oscar for that, but they
He
didn't
should
give him
have.
the Oscar. They didn't give him the Oscar for that, but they gave him the Oscar for the very next movie he did, which was Training Day,
Like a
which was
like
a which was a
he
crooked
gotta
cop.
be he gotta be crooked to get it.
Yeah.
Like the shit's crazy.
And like I said,
That's it.
I can't be mad at the role, him getting the Oscar for Training Day because he killed that role, but he also killed the role in John Q too.
Yeah. Yeah, he most definitely, man. I think just about every role. Um and like I said, man, I'm doing Samuel L. Jackson next. Woo!
You
Wait
gonna
till I
do?
get
You
to
gonna? You know my
Sammy.
favorite. You know my favorite movie from Samuel L. Jackson.
What?
Yeah, I know most people probably would say the Django, but it ain't the Django. It ain't Django. Actually, a lot of people say the Django, but it's not the Django. It's just Django.
Django.
Yeah, it's just Django. The D is silent, but most people would say that is a good role, but that's not my best role. My best role is Pulp Fiction. Dude,
Oh, him and John Travolta. Yeah.
what?
Him
Look,
and Jo-
say what again? Say what? One more goddamn time.
yeah, him and John Travolta. They killed that.
Does he look like a bitch? What? Pow! Does he look like a bitch?
Yo, for real. That's definitely what was the first movie that blew Denzel up. Seemed like he'd been a star my whole life. What was the movie
What
that
was
blew him?
the first
What was the movie
movie?
that blew him up?
I think the first movie that blew him up, in my opinion, was Malcolm X.
Yeah. It seemed like after Malcolm X, it was I think Mo Better Blues. After it was a lot of stuff. I might be wrong, but it was I think Ricochet was around that time, or maybe
Yeah,
before it.
Mo Better Blues came out right before Malcolm X. It was Mo Better Blues, then it was Malcolm X.
I think so. I think before those two, Ricochet came out. What did Ricochet come out? 91, 92?
Which one?
Ricochet. What that come out like 91, 92? That had to be the same year as Malcolm X, didn't it?
It was like a year later after Malcolm X, because Mo Better Blues and Malcolm X was the first two popular movies from Denzel Washington, and then Ricochet and all that stuff started coming up after. But matter of fact, I just went through his movies. Let me go back to it.
I want to see both of them get back together and do something too. Spike Lee and Denzel. I need to see it. I need to see a Spike Lee joint.
Yeah, matter of fact, Ricochet came out in 91. Malcolm X came out in 92.
Okay.
But Mo Better Blues, actually Mo Better Blues came out after both of those.
Okay, I figured it went in that order.
Hold on, where's Mo Better Blues at? Hold up. Ricochet. Oh no, Mo Better Blues came out in 1990. Mo Better Blues was the first movie, and then was not the first movie, but the first movie that put him on the map. Then he did in the same year as Mo Better Blues, he did Heart Condition, and then both of those was in 1990, and then 91 he did Mama Sala, but I don't even know what that movie was about. And then it was Ricochet and Malcolm X, but Malcolm X got more exposure than Ricochet because it was about Malcolm X.
Okay.
And then after he did Malcolm X, he did much about nothing, and then it was Philadelphia.
Okay.
So yeah, I would say Mo Better Blues and Malcolm X was the movies that put him on the map.
All right. So there you have it. There you have it, man. Let me get ready to get my day started. I got some things I gotta sit in this house and do because I'm not messing with outside right now. That shit brick ass. We're gonna talk about Samuel next. CJ.
It's like 13 degrees out here.
Yeah,
I am not going outside.
You know what? We're gonna do that next. Matter of fact, we're gonna change it up. That's what we're gonna do. Which one we like more, Samuel or Morgan Freeman? We'll do that next. I'm glad you brought that up. We'll bring that up next. I gotta go. I gotta get some stuff done up in this crib. I ain't fucking with outside. Free, we'll catch you. Yo, Free, you on tonight?
Yeah, we on tonight.
What, about 8 o'clock?
Yep.
Y'all gonna stop stealing my 8 o'clock time, damn it.
We been 8 o'clock before you was 8 o'clock.
Don't be. I come on 8 in the morning. Y'all want to do 8 at night? Stop stealing my time. I'm gonna have to come over there. I'm gonna have to invade y'all live, man. See, I haven't got to invade y'all live. I gotta come over there and cause some ruckus over there.
You come over there and cause some ruckus as long as you know what you're talking about. Because if you don't, me and Crutch definitely gonna cut you off.
Nobody's gonna cut me off. Nobody, damn it. Nah, fucking with y'all. I'm gonna see y'all over there tonight, man. Though, man.
All right, that's about.
All right, yo, catch you.
One.
One.